What's up, Capricorn? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. This is Pisces. I'm so sorry. Excuse me, I was just ready. Sorry, Pisces, I ran out of battery. Anyway, I was talking about your first house. If you want to do a makeover that you were thinking about or reassessing and like you weren't sure and then all of a sudden now you want to do it, go ahead, because we're just going direct action on Venusian things, even your wealth, but more so for your appearance will be favored. You might even want to think about second house matters, so your sense of self-worth. Like throughout the first part of the retrograde, you may have been thinking, am I worth, being dressed in high quality clothes, or like, treating myself to high quality things? Am I really worth it? And when you go into your first house, it's like, well, who am I? How do I look? How do I present myself to the world? Do I like it? Do I not like it? Is it harmonious? Am I coming across really well? So yeah, if you want to go ahead and do the makeover, do it. So anyway, moving on. Sorry. I feel like I already kind of addressed it. It's going direct. It's not changing your life. It's just going direct. So anyway, Mercury is conjunct the Sun, 0 degrees Taurus, on April 20th. So 0 degrees Taurus, Taurus, what house is that for you? Third house, so communication. So are you comfortable with the way people speak and the way people are talking to you? Are you comfortable with how you feel around certain people? Do you feel like your friends are high quality people? Do you feel like your associates are high quality people? The people you hang around are the people that you become. If you don't have any friends, why is that, But more so, are you comfortable with your friend circles and the way you communicate with others? Are other people comfortable with the way you communicate with them? Do you have high quality friends? Those are like the questions to ask yourself. Do your friends reflect who you are? Do your friends reflect your values well? Do your friends make you feel like a valuable person? Make you feel like, like, I was gonna say like the man, but some of us aren't men. So I don't know. Do your friends make you feel like a valuable person? That's a good one. Do your friends help you shine brighter? This is a time when like they probably will, but if they're not, then you obviously want to like rethink about who you call a friend. I'm more so saying that around this time, your friends should be making you feel like high quality people, like a high quality person, should be making you feel very comfortable. The way they communicate with you, you should be very comfortable with communicating with your friends around this time. If you're not, then it's kind of like, oh, okay, maybe not the best person. But also, it'd be a good day to bounce ideas off of your friends, ideas that have to do with your soul mission and your true calling in life. Not on a deep like North Node level, more so like nice sunny, like, yeah, this is what I kind of want to do with my career, and like, I'm kind of into this, I'm kind of into that. And they'll be like, oh, you know what, I just heard of this and maybe this could help you, and womp. Okay, so anyway, we have Venus square Saturn in 27 degrees Pisces and Sag. Like I said, whatever you were tested on before, you're going to get tested on it again. Your relationships, you may be brought back to earth, down to earth with your relationships. It is in your first house, and then also Sag is your 10th house. So, some of your relationships, you just need to be realistic about some of the relationships you keep in terms of your career. Maybe even some career relationships aren't good. Maybe some of the relationships that you have around your work are just not very helpful. For example, I always just like to use myself as an example. I recently was having issues in school in my class, and I feel like the way I responded, I don't know if it's because I've been at my school for so long, That's funny. I don't know. Like, I just feel like it was so unlike me and it didn't work in my favor to respond the way I did. And I feel like it may be because the people who I've kept around me have rubbed off on me in a bad way. And, you know, the things that I didn't like about, you know, some of my peers, I have now come to identify and adopt. And so it's a nice little reality check, you know. It may be a little painful or a little uncomfortable. That's just how life is, unfortunately. I definitely had a reality call, a wake-up call, a reality check. And it was in the realm of my career. So you may want to look out for that. You may not be a student, but like, you know, whatever you're dealing with, whatever issues you deal with in the workplace, whatever lack of harmony you deal with in the workplace, or even like, you know, if you feel like your worth is not being reflected in the workplace, your true worth as a person is not being reflected in the workplace, then, you know, you want to adjust that. You want to, because if not, Saturn will rip it out from under you. It'll break down a shallow foundation or like weak foundation. Okay, now we have Mercury conjunct Uranus on April 28th and April 29th in 25 degrees Aries, which is your second house. So you might actually get into some money, or you might have some really great ideas about how to manage your money. It can come through family members, or you may have some really great ideas about how to deal with family members. You may have more so, I see this more so as like even having communications from a family member who you haven't talked to in a while, or like you've never met. Somebody really unique, really odd, out the box, even like a second cousin or like a third cousin. You may find out about new family members, or you may find out something really crazy from your childhood. That's like sort of a secret, not in a Pluto way, but more so like oh, I didn't know this kind of way. It's not really a secret, you just didn't know it. Yeah, so but this could also play into your wealth and your resources. You may find new resources, maybe on the internet, or from friends, or you may find a very resourceful book that helps you with whatever you're doing right now. That's just kind of what the energy of the day brings. It could also be a little disruptive. So you may have some ups and downs with your finances because Uranus will disrupt things. Okay, so now we have Pluto retrograde in 19 degrees Capricorn, which is your 11th house. Okay, so a Pluto retrograde is not going to change your life. You're not going to feel it like in your soul unless you are a 19th degree Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or maybe even 19th degree Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. But either way, you'll basically just start a period of assessing if you kind of deserve the fame that you get, if you deserve the recognition that you get, if you deserve what your social circle says about you, why you're part of social circles. For example, I always, like I said, I like to use myself as an example. I have a lot of friends who like smoke weed, and I can't do that. Unfortunately, I'm not against smoking weed. I swear to God, like I just can't do it. I have health issues that prevent me from smoking weed, but I have a lot of friends who do. Like I go to open mics, a lot of musicians and artists. That's just what comes with the scene. And so it's also made me assess my relationship with them, because like when they go to smoke, when they go to get high, I can't go with them. Doesn't mean we can't be friends, but I guess in a way it does kind of put a strain on the relationship, but it's not like a significant strain. It's not like, I think the true strain in our relationships is not because of that, but that is kind of like a part of it. That's a facet of it. So yeah. it's a period of reflection, and this is the beginning of the period of reflection. Pluto is very deep subconscious issues, so it's not like you're gonna like figure it all out at once, you know, right away, and like it's not gonna come easy, I guess. It comes through deep digging, transformational epiphanies and experience, death of the old self. So you may end up being a part of new social groups when this is all over, because death and rebirth. It may even happen suddenly. Okay, moon trines to Jupiter. Moon materializes things, Jupiter sends out opportunities. So we have the first one on April 2nd in Gemini, second one on April 21st in Aquarius. For you, that is your 4th house and your 12th house, and then Jupiter is in your 8th house. So these are water houses. This is a time to find, these are days when you'll find, you're more likely to experience transformation. You're more likely to experience positive moments with family, positive moments in your spirituality, epiphanies, and what's the word I'm looking for? Just kind of like good vibes with your spirit. Oh my God, Siri always does this to me, and I don't like it.
Sorry, I couldn't find anything called Spirit of them.
Okay, so I hope it's off. I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. Siri does a lot. But yeah, that's all I have. On those days, maybe meditate. Yeah. And I'll see you next month. Bye.